Good morning, all. Paul from CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday morning, July 1st. We're looking at window traders' market profile of the S&NQ. So as the calendar flips over to the second half of the year, I think an STD is more favorable than an SMT, which is social media trader, because unlike them, most of us know that traders lose money and we have our ups and downs. I think this is a great time to assess what went right, what went wrong for you in the first half of 2025. You don't have to do it today. You can do it over this three-day weekend coming up, and strengthen the ones that worked and try to come up with a different game plan for things that didn't work. Okay? It's a good thing to do. I know myself, I talk about this a lot. It's things I continually work on in my behind-the-screen trading career. I would like my P&L to reflect my win rate, but I still have those losses at times because I'm stubborn. That deflects from that. The other thing is, if this market is going to have a grind all summer to all-time highs consistently, well, I want to be more proactive and engage in that, because that's another type of day that I seem to struggle with. So I think it's a good thing to try to do and reflect between now and Sunday. As far as today's action goes, we did go out with a price probe yesterday. Right now, we've traded all overnight for the most part below the base of it in ES and NQ. We're above it a little bit, but not a lot. So we'll see if it's going to be rejected come 9:30. We're up on all three time frames with outside weeks up. We spoke about this last night. Could this be excess? Well, again, it is excess. The question is it excess of the short-term variety, or could it be something much larger? We don't know that, and we're not going to know that right away. We said last night, if we open down around these levels, right, auction ends, excess ends one, auction begins another. Well, if we come inside the meat of the profile, at least for now, we're trading down from that excess. But we don't know if it's going to be excess on a weekly, monthly, or whatnot, right? There's a lot of steps that would have to be taken to say this could potentially be long-term excess, all right? We have jolts out at 10 o'clock today. Righty had an inside day yesterday. Now, if they take out yesterday's low, I'm not going to call the daily down, right? I would call it balance, firmly balance, because I'm calling it up to balance right now, and we'll see how big the balance is. Would it be Friday, Monday today? Would it be Thursday, Friday, Monday today? So we would see how it forms. The other thing is, even though they had an outside week up, I wanted them to take out last week's high like ES and NQ did to firmly call the weekly up. If we open in the heart of this profile, right, it'll be the worst of your risk-reward trades, in balance, in value. If by any chance we can go get the overnight low first, well, the first push up against value high and half back would be a pretty good short in both ES and NQ if they're to get the overnight low first. Okay? The other trade is if we were to push down, get the overnight low, you can certainly take a long the first time against yesterday's low to see if the bulls will defend the daily being up. If they don't, and you get into M's range from Friday, things could get pretty interesting. Again, this is what we discuss starting at 9:15, game plan for both sides. And then quickly on the charts. So your one time framing up for 5 days, there's nothing wrong with coming back into balance, right? It's healthy. You don't want to just keep going straight up on poor structure. So there's nothing wrong. We got daily gap here. We have a weekly gap here. We have gaps here. There's gaps all over the place. We've had a tremendous run from April's lows to June's highs. We did 92.5 million yesterday, which is good, but it didn't crack the top 10. And for the end of the month, end of the quarter, end of the half year, I thought it certainly would. So that was a little interesting. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Good luck trading today, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.